Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co., and this is the upcoming crowdfunding campaigns for the month of January, which granted is a little late. I usually try to do these towards the end of the month before, or maybe the first day or two of January. Coming in on January 5th is late for this, but the good news is that crowdfunding's currently still pretty light, so you're not missing much. Generally, the end of December, or honestly most of December, plus the first week or so of January tends to be very light, so you haven't missed much, and we're going to go ahead and dive into it. As usual, these are what we know now. Things change throughout the month, things get canceled, pushed off, campaigns get added, so this is just the main campaigns that we're currently aware of, at least as of right now. Before we dive into it, a thank you to Allplay for being a channel sponsor. In fact, Allplay does have an upcoming crowdfunding campaign as well, which we'll start off with in a second, but this is Allplay. Allplay is a site where you can go ahead and get a ton of things, from games, from bags, from tables, from shelves. The shelves behind you are all Allplay shelves, and their upcoming crowdfunding campaign, which should be launching, I want to say like January 12th or 13th, something like that. But that's Mountain Goat's Legacy as well as Enchanted Ivy. Two different games, both legacy adjacent. Well, Mountain Goat's Legacy is a full-on legacy game. It's taking the Mountain Goats game and it's giving you, well, Mountain Goats. So Mountain Goat, well, it's giving you Mountain Goats game and giving you Mountain Goats. It's giving you the Mountain Goats game and it's giving you a legacy version of it. You're going to play across 10 campaigns, 10 gameplay sessions, and from there there's an ever ongoing mode where you can mix and match different elements to create your own little Mountain Goats game. If you like Mountain Goats, this is Mountain Goats with things constantly added throughout it. And Enchanted Ivy is a solo game that you're going to be trying to optimize the placement of your various guests as you place them onto the various balconies as you build out your ivy, your walls, your balconies and your doors, trying to optimize the placement as you go through. I believe it's also going to be 10 different scenarios where you kind of unlock content. This is more scenario driven with unlocked content to a degree, not really a full campaign or legacy by any means, more of a solo puzzly optimization game. You can expect to see more about both of these games on the channel throughout the month. The rest of these, as we go through them, we're going to be going through them in order of when they are launching, at least as of right now, starting with YOKAI Force Duel, which is launching imminently. A quick and dirty tournament game. Get your slingshot as 2 to 8 players, duel each other, build the decks with a mystical tournament, try to win the strategy game and deduction. Quick and dirty. No hate on Godot games, not yet at least, but I will say, I've gone through this entire page, and at first they tell you it's going to take you 90 seconds to learn the game. Later down, they say it's going to take 3 minutes to learn the game, but after having gone through the entire page twice, I don't know how to play the game. So I feel those 90 seconds to 3 minutes could have been spent to actually teach the game on the page. So far, I don't know how to play. It's a quick and simple dueling game with deduction elements, and it teaches in either 90 seconds or 3 minutes, but not yet on the page. So YOKAI Force Duel. Don't you know how to play it? We'll find out later. Invincible Aftermath. This is also launching in the next day or two. This is basically continuing the Invincible line from Indie Boards and Cards, which is based on Astronites, which is based in turn on Aeon's End. So this is, although Invincible is basically Astronites, and Astronites versus Aeon's End are more loosely inspired by each other. Well, not that loosely. They definitely have overlap. But it's basically a cooperative boss battler game where you can take control of the heroes of the Invincible world, and you face off against the villains of the Invincible world, shockingly enough. It's cooperative or solo, so you take control, you face off, you build your deck, there's no shuffling your deck, lots of elements that make this unique compared to a standard deck builder, but it's basically a boss battling cooperative deck building game set within the Invincible universe utilizing the Astronites system. From there we have Dice Tower. Dice Tower launching in 2 days. This is the Dice Tower Pledge Drive 2026. If you are familiar with the Dice Tower, they are a channel that covers arguably the biggest board game channel. It depends if you count views, subscribers, all those things, but they are almost certainly the most influential, most impactful board game channel for a long time now, and they do their yearly crowdfunding campaign, and they're going to be doing this, well, shortly. So if you are a fan of the Dice Tower, if you haven't heard of the Dice Tower, I don't know how you're watching my channel to begin with. I think there's lots of people out there who don't know the Dice Tower, but in the YouTube space, if you're watching my channel, you probably do know about the Dice Tower, but if you enjoy and appreciate their content, they're going to have their campaign launching shortly. Then we have The Last in the Woods from Blackthorn. This is a competitive survival game. It's a competitive card game, but surviving in the forest, where you're going to be constantly faced with challenges, and you're trying to optimize and outlast and outpace the others, more strategically dealing with the challenges that are coming your way as you play through this. We have The Old Ones of Dorado from Jonda Games. This is I believe was it worker placement or tableau building? I think this is tableau building. It's more tableau building, evolving card tableaus, rewarding combos, tough choices, and immersive interaction. I will have coverage for you later on I will have coverage for you on this game on the channel later, but as of right now, I don't yet know how to play it, and the campaign page didn't give me a lot more. I do have a rulebook somewhere. I need to read through that because I need to actually learn the game. Then we have Munchkin. Munchkin 2nd Edition. This is coming to you from Steve Jackson Games, launching in, well, 8 days, I guess. But it's basically, it's a 2nd edition of Munchkin, bringing you more faster gameplay, shinier coins, new art, new look. I mean, it's Munchkin. If you want to sit there for a way longer than the game should last with a bunch of friends who are constantly trying to tear each other down, stopping you guys from banging in the door and getting the treasure and going to the 10th level, all that stuff, that's Munchkin. I played it once, like, I don't know, let's see. If I've been playing board games since 2012, that means I've been playing board games for 13 years. It's a long time. Gosh darn it, that's a long time. I've been playing board games for 13 years. Like, these kinds of games. 13 years. 14 years. Wow. Sorry, I'm just kind of blown away. Am I doing the math right here? I've been playing board games since around 2012. It's 2026 now. I've been playing board games for 14 years? Huh. Wow. Is this what a middle-age crisis feels like? It's so strange. Anyways, if I've been playing board games for 14 years, I probably played Munchkin around 2015. So around 10 years ago, if I had to guess. Somewhere 2015, 2016. I played it one time, and that was all I needed to. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game at all. It's just that I wouldn't call it a great game either. It's better than Monopoly. Then we have Race to Kepler, a deck-building space adventure. This is a competitive deck-building game, very much in the realm of games like Star Realms, as you build your deck, combine your cards, figure out how to optimize all that. The main hook of it, the thing that makes it different, is going to be the asymmetric factions you kind of start off with, the unique city cards and all that are basically your faction's city, and then bidding to control these game-changing Titan cards. You're constantly bidding to figure out who's going to get the Titan card each round, adding that to your deck. So these super powerful cards, and it's a key element of the game. Are you willing to spend a lot of your cards for that round to try to get those Titans to help power you up? That's going to be Race to Kepler. We have Small Time Heroes. This is a reprint and expansion from Gabe Barrett from Solo Game of the Month. This is 2,500 bad people following the campaign. This is basically bringing back the cooperative deck building-esque game. It's basically Slay the Spire. It's Slay the Spire, but not Slay the Spire. In fact, this review over here, Small Time Heroes Plays and Review, it's Slay the Spire. This is not coming to you from the creator. This is coming to you from One Stop Co-op Shop. That's the title. Those are them's fighting words. Now, I have not played this game yet, but it certainly does make me want to play it. I've seen the general gameplay loop. It does seem like you're cooperatively facing off against enemies, adding cards to your deck, building it up. That's very much a Slay the Spire vibe. The question is, does the gameplay actually deliver? But I am intrigued because of that. We have Spirited from Garfield Games. Spirited is going to be how do you even describe this game? You're trying to acquire spirit in the game, but the basic loop of the game is it's not that simple to explain. It's not that hard a game. It's just not that simple. You're playing cards. You're constantly adding cards to your road, and you're adding those cards to either your hand or your camp. Ultimately, you're trying to get sets of cards so you can cash them in for wonders, which will get you spirit. But you're also trying to get sets of cards into your camps, which you can then cash in to get more spirit as well. Meanwhile, you're utilizing the abilities of the cards as you play those cards for their abilities to try to influence the game state so that's favorable to yourself. It's really not that complicated. It's just not the simplest thing to explain because it's kind of a hand management abilities, a little bit of tableau, a little bit of set collection in the form of cards. That's Spirited from Garfield Games. We have Boktor, Explore, Fight, and Evolve from Fox Troll Games. Boktor basically seems like it is a Slay the Spire style game, but with a board. You see this glorious art, that's magnificent, all these stuff, and you think it's going to be a bunch of miniatures, and it's a bunch of meeples. It's a bunch of meeples exploring the map. But it does seem like it's giving you that gameplay loop. Where's that terminology? Experience epic hero progression in a single session, level up quickly, unlock powerful skills, and customize your hero to adapt your strategy on the fly. So again, that does feel like a Slay the Spire-esque style game, but with a actual dungeon to go ahead and dive through. I mean, granted, I guess any game is experience epic hero progression. Well, not any game, but any game that's a dungeon crawler would probably have that tagline to a degree. But it does feel like it's very much leaning into fast-paced, build your hero, fight stuff, die, rinse, and repeat. It looks interesting. Then we have over here, we have Flame, Dwarfs, Flame, and Forge. This is from Lewis Brew, who has a whole bunch of these, he has a whole bunch of games. I don't know what I was going to say. He has games. Lots of people have games. Anyways, this is going to be a worker placement, deck building, push your luck game, slay the dragon, and save the throne. Worker placement and deck building, famously from Arnak, Endless Winter, Dune Imperium, and all that. But the push your luck element, combine that's going to be interesting to see how this all combines. And it does actually have a crossover content with Keep the Heroes Out, also from Lewis Brew. Maybe that's why I said he has games, because, I mean, lots of people have games. It was a weird thing to say. We have Tinctura from Scala Games. This is going to be a worker placement game where you players are competing medieval pharmacies, which is definitely a theme I have not seen before. Although there was that, what was that game recently? It was on Kickstarter, looked beautiful. The alchemy one. It looked absolutely beautiful. The tokens look so cool. Don't remember it at all. Looked amazing. Anyways, Medieval Pharmacies. Got a worker placement game, Medieval Pharmacies. That's all I currently know about Tinctura over here. Wasn't a lot on the page for it yet. Again, these are preview page, pre-launch pages, so not a lot there. But it's Tinctura. So it's the Scala Games generally puts out fairly heavy, fairly well-received games. It's going to be launching later this month. We have Lodge, a spatial puzzle drafting game from the designer of Tiny Towns. This spatial puzzle drafting game, as you try to gather various tiles, place them onto your floors in the right spots to attract the guests to your lodge. I love this sliding display, so you kind of draft tiles, then just slide it, and they all come down. Very fascinating. Curious to see if that will be picked up and adapted by other companies. Sometimes when you see these clever little innovations in board games, lots of other people say, hey, that's a good idea, let me do that too, and it becomes the norm. So I'm curious about that. But obviously you need a game that this works for, but it's a tile drafting game. Lots of games will work for that. So the Lodge, from the designer of Tiny Towns, a spatial puzzle drafting game of attracting guests to your lodge. Then we have Sheol, Sheol 2.0 Midnight Odyssey from Lunar Oak Studios. Sheol is the new edition of, well, Sheol, it's 2.0 obviously. This is basically a kind of, how do you even describe this game? It's a little bit tower defense-ish, but a little bit kind of exploring out into the wilderness. It's an innovative game that has mechanics that kind of combine ways that haven't really been done before. You're kind of creating these paths of light as you wander into the darkness, so it has this kind of a dungeon crawler vibe, but then also like these enemies are kind of approaching your Sheol over here, so you have to take them out. So half dungeon crawler, half tower defense, and a little bit of exploration, along with a story mode as well. Like this does lean into the story. Haven't read it. Supposedly it's a big part of the story. You could download a big part of the game. You could download the first portion. Where was it? Where's the revised content? Nope, not that. Original story. Do you want exclusive? Nope, not that. There was a thing over here about downloading content from the game if you want to check out the story before you back it. Innovative gameplay. Yep, we saw that. Okay, novel-like gameplay. Story of Sheol. Where is it? Story of Sheol. Nope. Download the intro story. Here you go. On the page, you can download the intro story if you want to check it out to see how much the story is actually a factor for it. Then we have Gold Country. Gold Country from Bitewing Games, the newest Reina Knizia tile-laying game. Is it tile-laying? It feels like it's tile-laying. It's not really tile-laying. It's not really tile laying. You're kind of placing things down onto the board to try to grow various gold mines. A little bit of a stock-taking element. It's based on... I'm going to blank on the name. It's based on one of his older games, but it's brought back to life like they've done with a lot of these things. I don't remember which one it is, but you're kind of placing these various tiles down to expand the various gold mines, so it has a stock-taking element to it as you kind of invest into which gold mines you think are going to be growing. That's basically Gold Country. Lots more to it. We'll talk about it more when the crowdfunding campaign launches. And then lastly, we have Fighting Fantasy Quest, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. This is going to be a dungeon crawler game, basically playing through, I think it was like 15 missions, 45 to 60 minutes each. It's a dungeon crawler. It's a dungeon crawler from oh my gosh, from Ulysses Spill over here. Was this original? Twist of the original Firetop Mountain. I'm not sure if this was originally a board game or not, or just Firetop Mountain is a theme they already have. But 15 distinct dungeon levels with 45 to 60 minutes per session over there, or 60 minutes says over here, but it said somewhere else 45 to 60. I know it said 45 to 60. It definitely, here we go. 45 to 60 minute scenarios where players seek to find and defeat the infamous Warlock Zagar. I have always wanted to defeat Zagar, so I'm glad we finally have the chance to do so. That's basically what we have as far as the crowdfunding campaigns that we know of so far. For Picks of the Month. Oh, Picks of the Month. Oh, do I have 3 Picks of the Month? I think I do. So, Picks of the Month over here is where I pick the campaigns that I am most excited about. I will give a disclaimer here. I am going to be picking the all-play campaign over here, but that's because I'm actually excited about it. We'll talk about that soon. Let's go in order. Number 3. Let's start with number 3 over here. Number 3 is probably, where is it? Boktor. Boktor has me intrigued. I don't know if it'll be good or not, but if it does try to give you a Slay the Spire-esque style, like a fast-paced 45 to 60 minutes, building your character, taking down baddies, I am intrigued by that if they can pull it off. I'm not quite sure. I'm also very hesitant on this one. Honestly, I struggle to get to 3 on this one because there's a lot of things that are potentially good. Tinctura is potentially good. What is else there? I don't know. There's the old ones, the Gold Country. Lots of games are potentially good, but a lot of them I haven't played yet, so I don't know. So I'm going by vibes, and Boktor kind of hits the vibes. Similarly, Small Time Heroes is a game that's promising Slay the Spire type gameplay, and that has been previously well reviewed. This is one of their better performing campaigns. Lots of positive ratings in this one. I think it was an 8.1 if I recall correctly. Yeah, an 8.1 Board Game Geek rating. That's amazing. So definitely has me very, very intrigued by this one. And the comparisons to Slay the Spire in a small box accessible game, all of that amazing. Very excited for it. And then Mountain Goat's Legacy over here. Again, disclaimers. I am sponsored by Allplay, but I would not pick this if I wasn't genuinely excited about it. Mountain Goat's Legacy, I've really been enjoying. It is a lighter game. It's a lighter Legacy game. Do not think it's something that it's not. But I have enjoyed it a lot, both with gamers as well as with my kids. I've done both of it, and it works really well, giving you more things to go off of Mountain Goats. But what actually has me more excited is Enchanted Ivy. Enchanted Ivy, I've been playing this a bunch. I just played it for the first time yesterday. I played it like 5 time since. It is a fun little solo puzzle that the reviews will be coming later, but this is exactly the kind of solo optimization game I thoroughly enjoy. I don't know the legs on it yet, we'll talk more about that in the review, but at least so far I have found it challenging and rewarding, which is an excellent mix, so I am very excited for this one. Again, disclaimers, All Play is a channel sponsor, but like, hey, you know what? Well, give it time. They won't always be pick of the month. It really just comes down to what the games are and whether I'm actually excited about things or not. That is basically it. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.